Welcome back, friends. Today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally post, but it's something that's on my heart and something I do every day. And I really hope that you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed putting it together. As I was making this video, I had many thoughts about homemaking. So come along with me today as I share some thoughts about homemaking. When I think about homemaking, it is very dear to my heart because it's all I ever wanted to be, was a stay-at-home mom and just home and making meals and taking care of the home, taking care of my children, doing school and laundry and cooking and all of the things. But at the same time, sometimes it's overwhelming. And then when you have children, I think about them and I think about me when I got married at the young age of 18. I did not know how to cook, but I did know how to keep a house because my mom worked. So I was in charge of keeping everything clean and the laundry and all of that sort of thing. But my mom did most of the cooking, pretty much all of it. So I think about my children and I think about the things that I didn't know whenever I became a homemaker. And I don't want that for them. I want them to know how. But at the same time, I want to be the one to care for them. So it's kind of hard if you think about it, because you're supposed to teach your children how to do the things that you do, but you enjoy doing. It's kind of hard to explain. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, you want to be the caregiver, but you're also supposed to be working yourself out of a job, which is hard for me to think about, honestly, because I love my family and I want to do these things for them. I was going to edit that out, my daughter calling my name at the end, but I decided to leave it because it's saying exactly what I'm trying to say here. Is I want to be the one to take care of them, but I also want them to know how to take care of themselves. And I don't just want this for my daughter, but I want it for my sons as well. Because my prayer for them is that one day they will marry and have a home of their own and a family of their own. And, you know, their wife, if she works or if they have children, and, you know, there's days that she's going to need help when the babies are little or she's sick. I want them to know how to do these things. And I feel like sometimes that I'm not a great teacher. I'm just a really great doer. And it's hard for me to step back. Honestly, this makes me emotional, just voicing it. I have to get a hold of myself. At the beginning of this video, you saw my daughter rinsing the dishes, and that is one of her chores. And I love that she went and grabbed an apron. I'm not even going to edit this stuff out, you guys. My husband just walked in the room and I had to pause. But I love that she grabbed an apron and put it on, because she's seen me grab the apron and put it on. But she is 14, and I know that she needs to know how to do laundry, and she needs to begin to know how to cook, and she needs to know how to actually wash the dishes and not just rinse them and put them away. She needs to know how to fold laundry and clean bathrooms and the floors, and my sons do as well. Not just taking out the trash or making sure the animals outside are taken care of, but they need to know how to care for a home if they needed to do so. But it's that letting them do it that's really hard for me. Honestly, I'm having a hard time with it. Sometimes I do get overwhelmed in keeping the house, but at the same time, just like filling these salt and pepper shakers, that is something that one of my children could do, and they would find fun, actually, to put the funnel in there and let it fall in the jar and watch it and make sure they didn't overfill it. But here I am doing this. And so, as I teach my children, I'm also teaching myself to let them learn and grow and do as I learn and grow and watch them. It's a hard transition. I didn't realize it would be this hard, honestly. It's not something that can't be done, most definitely. So, again, as you saw my daughter rinsing the dishes at the beginning of this video, that is something I had to step back and let her do. And it was hard for me. It really was. And so I'll have to take another chore and for a few weeks let them do it, and let them do it wrong, and let them do it messy, and let them do it where it just looks difficult, where it would just be so much easier if I just did it myself. But I'm doing them an injustice by not letting them do it and learn to do it just like I did. I really hope that all of this is making sense and not just a bunch of gibberish. But this is my feelings today as a mama. I already have 2 adult children still living at home, and I feel like I should have taught them so much more. And then at the same time, I know that if they were ever in a pinch, that they would be just fine. They really would. Because I've seen them grab the iron when I didn't get their shirt ironed quick enough for church. And I've seen them throw the clothes in the washer when they needed their work clothes cleaned and I didn't get them washed soon enough. And I've seen them rinse out the dishes when they wanted a specific dish to eat or drink out of. So I know they can do these things. And they have learned by watching. And I think I'm standing in my own way. It's such a hard transition. I keep saying the word hard, and I'm not sure if that's the right word that I should use. Maybe the correct word is new. It's all new. It's all new to me. Maybe that's the word that I should be using. I'm not much into making New Year's resolutions. I do like to think about it and pick a word for the year and just try to better myself as a mama, as a wife, as a Christian. One of the things that I decided I wanted for this year was I wanted to go to bed with a clean kitchen. I didn't want my family or myself to wake up the next morning with dishes piled in the sink or the kitchen table to just be dirty and covered in things so they couldn't enjoy their breakfast on a clean table. I feel like I've done an okay job of that this year, much more than I had before. I don't have a dishwasher to put my dishes in. I wash them all by hand because I don't have a dishwasher. In all of the other homes that we've lived in, I've had a dishwasher. And I went to bed more times without cleaning the dishes after dinner than I care to admit, even though I had the convenience of a dishwasher. So I'm not sure why, but in this house I decided that I didn't want that mess every night and every morning. And even though it's been more work, I've done a better job because I've made my mind up that that's the way I want it to be. And just like teaching my children to do these things, and one of the things I've always told them whenever they go and stay with grandparents or at a friend's house before we leave, it's always, have fun and clean up after yourself. And they seem to always do, because I always ask whoever they stayed with, did they help or whatever, and they always compliment them. But at home, they don't seem to do that. And it's probably my fault. This is one of those things that I have to learn. And it's not hard. It's just new. this is the smallest home we've ever lived in with the most amount of people in it. And of course, smaller spaces get cluttered quicker. Even though you may have the same amount of stuff, but if the space is smaller, it looks cluttered or dirty quicker than somewhere else. And I notice this a lot in this home. Sometimes it drives me crazy, but then also it motivates me to not buy extra or not over, decorate things or bring things in. Really think about things before you purchase them and bring them in the home, even including clothes, because it can just be so much. It's funny that even our homes can make us look at things differently than we did before. Like me not having a dishwasher, I think differently about the dishes. And honestly, I realize I can clean up so much faster without a dishwasher because they're washed and ready to be dried and put away so much quicker than had they ran through the dishwasher. And laundry, you realize how much clothes you have that's just too many because you don't have space to store them. When you live out in the country, you realize how much dirt is all around you that comes tracking in the house. But all of these things remind you that you have a full house. You have a family. And what a blessing that is. Of course, I'm not going to say that I always think of it as a blessing. Because yes, there are days I get frustrated and wonder why can't they just haul those things to their room? They were going there anyway. Why did they drop them on their way? Why didn't they take their shoes off before they came in here? Why? But that's just the way it goes. If my house was always clean, it would mean that no one was there. On the other hand, I've also decided that if my home is always messy, I am either too busy or I am lazy. I'm not saying this about anyone else. I am saying it about myself. Homemaking is not a job that's ever finished. There will always be something to make and do in the home. Always something. But what a joy. What a joy. I can't believe that this is my life. I can't believe how blessed I am to have a home and a family to love through cleaning and cooking and laundry and all the things. Like I can't believe this is my life. This is what I've always prayed for. I love this life, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And there's always going to be something to do. And I'm glad. I'm very glad. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed sharing my thoughts with you, and I would love to hear your thoughts about homemaking in the comments. We can encourage one another as wives and mothers. And even if you're not a wife and you're not a mother, wherever you live, it's your home. And you can... I had another interruption. What I was saying was you get to make your house a home. If you're not subscribed already, I hope you will consider subscribing. Please give this video a thumbs up and maybe share it with a friend. As always, I want to say thank you so much for being here and listening to my heart today. There were some emotions that came out that I was not expecting, but I'm not going to apologize for them because I love this. I love this whole home thing. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.